Hello, children. It is now time for the next chapter in our story, God's Special Messenger. God's special messenger's name was Ellen Gold White. She was born in 1827 and she died in 1915. Our story today is Ella and her precious umbrella. But before we go over our lesson, let's sing our theme song together, Jesus Wants Me for a Sunbeam. The little girl in our story lived a long, long time ago. We don't know her name, but we will call her Ella. She was 6 years old, and she was sure that she was the happiest little girl in the whole world. For a long time, she had wanted a pretty little umbrella of her very own, and now she had one, and it was even prettier than she ever expected. Ella didn't want anything ever to hurt or spoil her umbrella. Mother smiled when Ella told her that she didn't even want it to get wet. When bedtime came, Ella decided that she wanted to sleep with her pretty umbrella instead of her dolly or her teddy bear, and that is what she did. When it came time for the family to go to camp meeting, of course Ella took her umbrella. In those days, there weren't special meetings for the children. So Ella sat quietly beside her mother and tried to listen. Her umbrella was always right beside her. Mrs. White was at the meetings, and she smiled as she watched little Ella. One day the preacher talked about how important it is to keep the first commandment. Ella knew what that commandment says. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. She also knew what the second commandment said. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven images. Ella thought that meant we shouldn't worship idols like heathen people do. But the preacher started explaining that an idol is anything that we love more than we love Jesus. He said that we should give our idols to Jesus. Oh, Ella loved Jesus, but suddenly she wondered if perhaps she loved her umbrella more than she loved Jesus. Her heart beat fast as she picked up the precious umbrella and held it close. Oh, what shall I do? She wondered as she kept listening to the preacher. Then she made up her mind. She forgot all about the people around her, and right out loud she sobbed, "Oh, Jesus, I love you more than my umbrella. You can have it." Mrs. White and many other people looked at little Ella. Then Ella's mother explained how precious the umbrella was to her little girl, and that though she wasn't very old, she had decided that nothing was more important than Jesus. When she finished, Many people had tears in their eyes. They were thinking about their own idols that they needed to give to Jesus. Ella's mother told her that Jesus was pleased because she was willing to give him the umbrella. She said that because she had shown that he was most important, she could keep the umbrella and use it. Many people at that meeting gave Jesus the idols that they knew they should not keep anymore. Mrs. White never forgot Ella, and what Ella did made her more sure than ever that she must never let anything be more important than doing whatever Jesus asked her to do. Can you think of idols that tempt us? How about the many things we know are not good for us to see or listen to or eat? Can you name some? When we choose to obey Jesus and stop doing those things, do we show that we love Jesus most of all? Yes, we do. The final story in our God's Special Messenger series is chapter 26, Mr. Stephen Smith and the Letter. Until then, take care and may God bless.